So reports are coming out that Steve Kerr will continue to bring Drayomond Green off Golden State's bench to maximize the potential of Jonathan Kuminga. Now, the Warriors, I think they lost 6 of their last 7 games, with last night's loss to Minnesota being a huge one. They've basically been on a downwards heel as far as getting it together on the winning column. Now, a lot of people found this weird because, the whole situation with Jonathan Kuminga and the Warriors in the offseason was, he wanted the rookie max extension that, his fellow draftees got. And a lot of people are wondering, well, why are you guys all of a sudden deciding to put Draymond to the bench and have Kuminga start? But Draymond, he took it pretty well. This is Draymond on the change with Jonathan Kuminga starting and him going to the bench.
That's what you're doing. I mean, you're obviously still going to run second unit. He seemed to think that you're closing most halves probably at center.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure I'll close most halves. But not starting is not starting, You're taking on a different role. And so, I don't necessarily look at it as like this demotion. I'm a starter in the NBA, I know that. So I don't look at it like that. But, if it's something to try to help this team win, I'm always going to be for it, I hate losing. So if you got something that's going to help us win, you're not going to get an argument from me. And as I've always said, I care about this organization, and I know a lot of people in this organization, including myself, think he's next. And so, if he's next, at some point we got to see it. And
that's what you're doing. I mean, you're obviously
to do that. He needs the opportunity. Like I said, if the opportunity falls on you, being me, then that's what it is, and you got to figure it out. And so he's earned the right to get that opportunity.
Yeah, so that's Draymond on the change from the coach. And Draymond's the Golden State Warriors vet, man. He's their vet. He's always looking out for his rookies, except for Jordan Poole. But no, he's looking out for Jonathan Kuminga, and the Warriors, they feel like Jonathan Kuminga is up next, as he said, and let's give him the opportunity. Now, a lot of people are still confused at the whole decision, though. So we're gonna give people context, and we're also gonna get into the other caveat on why the Warriors decided to make this change, and we'll get to that. But let's first get into this. Let's get into this article. So this came out on the 21st of October, and it says Warriors don't extend Jonathan Kuminga before the deadline. The Golden State Warriors informed Jonathan Kuminga did not reach a new deal before Monday's 6 p.m. deadline for rookie contract extensions. The Warriors and Kuminga's representative, Aaron Turner of Varus Basketball, have been in discussions over the past several months, but talks never gained traction. Kuminga believes in his talent and ability to progress into a star in the league, and the Warriors have seen statistics that measure his growth similarly to the early years of the Clippers' Kawhi Leonard, Indiana's Pascal Siakam, and Boston's Jaylen Brown. The Warriors, however, prefer to view Kuminga's growth this upcoming season to fit between Kuminga and Coach Steve Kerr. To fit between Kuminga and Coach Steve Kerr is also something Warriors officials are monitoring. Now, essentially, the Warriors, now there's two things that can be going on here. Maybe the Warriors really did want to see Kuminga's growth and then decide maybe he does deserve the starting spot and eventually he'll get a bigger contract. But my confusion, and I understand why people are confused as well, is if his growth is similar to like Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, Jaylen Brown, these are all-star level players. Pascal Siakam might be a couple of tiers lower than Jaylen Brown and even Kawhi Leonard when healthy, but these are still high-level players in the league. So it's kind of confusing to me that the Warriors would feel like, we still have to, see how your growth is in the upcoming season, but your growth is similar to, guys that have big contracts in the league today, right? And he's a young player, right? So I think that's why people are confused. Like, but I guess they want to view it. But the other thing, though, guys, is, and this is an interesting comment that somebody dropped when I posted this today, they were saying, and I don't think you guys can see this. Let me zoom in. They were saying, I think it's just to showcase him more and trade him when they get a chance. Now, this could be a possibility because again, to me, this is random. All of a sudden, Steve Kerr is a fan of Jonathan Kuminga. It seems to me that Steve Kerr was the biggest hater of Jonathan Kuminga. Like, this guy, he never wanted to play this guy minutes. And it got to a point, there were reports last year that Kuminga was starting to get annoyed with Steve Kerr because he's just lack of playtime. And a report actually came out saying that he just gave up. He's like, fuck it, man. Like, when can I get my opportunity, right? Now, again, but they can also be doing this to, you know, up his value more and then, you know, maybe make a move, because there is also another report coming out saying that the Golden State Warriors are actively looking for another star player to pair next to Steph Curry, right? Now, this came out a day ago, and the report that we're speaking about in today's video came out today, you know. Now, hey man, those things, they sort of kind of come hand in hand, right? Now, another thing too is you can also point to the big game Jonathan Kuminga had against the Houston Rockets, and I think he had a career high 33 points. How much did he have against hold on, we can look this up real quick. Let's look it up. Go to NBA.com. We can find this out real quick. This is 2 days ago now. We'll do this. Games. Yeah, so yeah. Kuminga had a career high. Gotta zoom in here too, sorry guys. Kuminga had a career high 33 points, 33 points essentially. And I think this is him hitting the clutch bucket. This is him hitting the clutch bucket to essentially put the game away. Where can we find this? Where is it? Yes, sir. Hype up the young guy, man. Respect. But now, again, maybe Steve Kerr saw something in this game. He's like, you know what? You know, Draymond's out with an injury. I think Curry was probably load managing or something, or he was resting or something. That's why he didn't play that game. But they got the W. They got the win. Right? So maybe the Warriors and Steve Kerr, they saw something in this game where they're like, you know what? I think it's time. To finally give Kuminga an opportunity. And yeah, man. Generally, my thoughts are I'm happy for them. You know, hopefully he can make the best of this opportunity, and we'll see if he really is deserving of the max that he wants, right? But again, they can also be the other caveat is they can also genuinely be doing this just to up his trade value so they can make a move for another star. So let me know what you guys think about this. Again, this came out of nowhere, and I was not expecting this, but again, so many angles to look at with this topic. But Warriors fans, I want to know what you guys think. Are the Warriors moving Kuminga to the starting lineup to up his value to then make a move, or do they really believe he's the future? Because remember, I'm gonna say I'll end it with this: the Warriors did say that Podziemski, I can't pronounce this guy's name, Brandon Podziemski and Kuminga were essentially off limits in trade talks in the offseason and stuff like that, and they were raving mainly about Podziemski, sorry, saying that he's the future, you know, he's untouchable, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, man, we'll see exactly what the Warriors are truly planning and if they are all in on Jonathan Kuminga. But let me know what you guys think about this topic, and yeah, I'm out.